299 days of playing this game. Today is 300. Let's go. It's crazy. It felt like only like 1 or 2 months ago I started this series. And I was doing like fucking half-hour speedruns. And yeah, go to now. I've trickled it all the way down to edging 18:30, or a sub 18-minute 30-second run, which is insane. I mean, I was a junior in high school when I started this series, 2 weeks away from the year being over. And I was like fucking thinking, man, I have to do this stupid shit one more year before I get to graduate. And now I'm a senior, and I'm right near the corner of my 4th quarter, and I'm going to graduate in 3 months. It's like, what the fuck happened? How did that go so fast? And speaking of months, only 65 days from now, we're going to be on a year since I started this series. So I'm going to describe the series right now. Basically, it's very simple. Every single day I play the game from start to finish one time. Which, you know, is kind of correct because I spend 20 minutes every day playing the game. And I've done that 299 times. This is the 300th time. And we're about to approach the 1 year mark of when I started the series in just over 2 months. Which is pretty crazy. It's very fucking crazy. An entire year. I have a lot of special stuff planned for that day, so don't miss it. Should be May 5th of this year, obviously. Don't miss it. Come back to this channel. Fucking put a reminder on your phone. You see the skeleton on my skips thing? He's watching you right now. And if you don't put the reminder in your phone to watch a speedrun on May 5th, let's just say I'm going to force you to play this game for fucking 300 days and you're not going to like it. So, make sure to do the thing. It's kind of great. Yeah, you do the math. About 20 minutes, give or take, every speedrun. You multiply that by 300 days. You get 6,000 minutes. Divide that by 60, you get 100 hours. Which is a little over 4 consecutive days. Which means by the end of this speedrun, the past 300 days, 4 of them have been spent playing this game. It's the equivalent of if you just sat down, no food, no water, no sleeping, and just played this shitty game for 4 days straight. It's that equivalent. Actually, 4 days and 4 hours. Exactly. So I put a lot of fucking effort in this shit. Oh, cool. Level 9 PB. Yeah, my last video, it's actually pretty good. It looks pretty terrible. It was a 21-minute speedrun. But I actually got 7 PBs out of that, including my first ever 1 minute sub, 1 minute 58 second 5 level PB. Which means the first 5 levels of the game I played in less than a minute and 57 seconds. Fuck. I played them in less than a minute and 58 seconds. Which is a pretty big milestone for me. It's not a good run, but it is for me. And that's that's what matters. It's like a father and his child, you know? It's not the best child, but in his eyes, it is the perfect child. And so, oh look, 6-7. Until I get a 5-level speedrun better, that is my child. Do not hurt my child. Okay, this is getting very fucking weird. Let's change the subject. There are two major categories in this game. One of them is called the no skips category, and one of them is called the no major skips category. So what is a not a major skip? Well, basically, you're allowed to do anything in no major skips, but certain emotes that let you skip certain parts, or hitting the skip level button, you're not allowed to do that either. You're also not allowed to use gears to go ahead. It's like the cloud I have, you're not allowed to use that in this category. So basically, everything you can do that isn't overpowered, which is understandable. Now, no skips is, quite strangely, you actually can do skips. More on that in a little bit. I'll show you the power of no major skips. I don't want to do this fucking level. Skip. Oh boy. I fucked it up, but I still skipped it. And so that's what you would call, that's what the mods would call a skip. The lines are very arbitrary, though. It's quite strange. So it's like, maybe even right here. Maybe not right here, actually. So, like, you jump up here. Yeah, no, there's no... Hold on a minute. I'll let you know. Right here. Not right here. In a moment. Basically, you see all these platforms, right? So this is the intended route. You're supposed to run this way. So you get over here. You'll notice something, though. You'll notice I jump from here to directly here. And be like, Yogi, you just skipped the platform. That's a skip. What the fuck? But what, you know, I would still submit this run under no skips. And be like, what the fuck? That's not fair. You skipped the platform. That's a skip. Well, yeah, technically it's a fucking skip. But according to the mods, it's not a fucking skip. A skip is when you're doing something like this, where you're using a platform that was intended for decoration to get onto a platform on the major route. Or basically to skip most of those intended route platforms. And it's the weirdest definition I've ever heard of. Because why not just make it a more tiered system where no skips is then, boom, absolutely no skips at all. Do not skip any part of the level. You have to hit every platform. You know, that would make a lot more sense. It would be much more easier for entry-level speedrunners who know the game by using every platform. Then you can go on a tiered system. Maybe you can go on, like, minuscule skips, minor skips, and then major skips. And so I think all no skips runs, in my opinion, should be moved over to a minuscule skips category, where you use basically just jumping around or avoiding some intended route platforms, but never actually venturing off the route itself. Because it makes a lot more sense to call it, at the very least, a skip than just claiming it's not a skip and then completely throwing off new runners. And you realize, too, because this game's on Roblox, which means it's automatically geared towards, you know, younger children. And so most children don't even know what a speedrun is until, yeah, I think most kids generally learn around like 12 to 14 by looking at random fucking people like Summoning Soul. That's when they learn what a speedrun is. But even then, that's kind of young to understand the fact that no skips doesn't actually mean no skips. It's kind of ridiculous. It threw me for a loop for quite a little while. Like a week or two before I realized what the hell everything meant. That's just one thing I find kind of ridiculous. But I'll stop bitching about it. But what I was saying is that, yeah, no major skips is infinitely better than no skips. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. Anyone who disagrees, go fuck yourself. That is a fact. No skips is worse than no major skips. No major skips actually lets you innovate. No skips is terrible. It does not. No innovation is allowed on no skips. You have to play the game the same way a million times in a row. It's terrible. I do not recommend it. Especially if you're a new runner. If you're a new runner, get into no major skips. Because it is way easier to go from no major skips to no skips than it is to go from no skips to no major skips. Because you learn a lot of skills in no major skips that are easily applicable to no skips. Mostly because you don't actually need to apply them. The best way to get into no major skips is by searching for guides or just other runs about levels. And I will admit, there have not been many modern guides Yet. And the reason why I say yet, well, you'll find out later. Little teaser for you. Any seasoned runners, another little teaser. That may be the first, decent guide. And I don't mean some crappy like wall of text on speedrun.com. I mean a real YouTube video showing off all of the currently known skips and how to do them in the game. Might be coming soon. Might be coming later, but it's coming. Holy shit, that cone almost fucked me up. Cone. I meant to say arch. Candy cane arch. Okay, here come the nerves. I've made it through the hardest skips. And there's one more semi-difficult skip to go. But we still have like over a little bit less than 20 levels to go. Yeah, the reason why this runs 18 minutes is because Verse added 15 more levels. So it's not 30 levels anymore, it's 45. Which means this is no longer the second to last level in the game. This is only like the fucking 17th to last level. Alright. Let's keep going. We're now in new level territory. I know they look like shit. That's okay. We're fine. These levels are actually the easiest ones to skip on because you see how many center decorations there are? Those come very useful very soon. Also, I'm sorry if I use really bad English. I have this sort of weird thing about my brain where I have to use 90% of its activity on playing the game as soon as I start speedrunning. And so doing basic actions like thinking and speaking kind of go out the window. This is why my commentary is kind of terrible. I think there's some humor in the terribleness, but other than that, it's pretty fucking bad. Which is why, again, I need to make a dedicated guide video where I'm not trying to run the game while also explaining it. Because I can sit down and explain the game way easier. Okay, let's not start all levels facing the wrong fucking way, game. Let's not do that glitch. That's not fun. Damn, we've fallen from like 6 seconds to 5 seconds. We need to lock the fuck in. We can't let this go for naught. Oh, we're back to 6 seconds. Alright, cool. Let's not. No, 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 no. Please. Oh, fuck. That's almost the whole second. All on that bullshit. That was a skip too, by the way. If you couldn't tell. Alright, the jump worked. Holy shit, I always fail that jump. It finally worked. No 6-7, yeah. Is that the 6-7 of good luck? Is 6-7 associated with good luck? I don't know. I'm too unk to know. I'm 17, which you might be surprised is kind of old for playing this game, as compared to the rest of the community. But it's still speedrunning, and it still takes an emotional toll on my heart, which is ridiculous to be saying about a fucking Roblox game. It's funny. I like to share this saying with a lot of the community. There is nobody who hates Speedrun 4 more than people who Speedrun 4. Okay, lock in. This is where that last skip happens. Even if I fail, I think I still have enough insurance time. I'm failing. Don't choke. I'm choking. Oh my god. It doesn't matter. I hit the skip. It's fine. It'll be a few seconds, but I don't think it should take everything. Everything went wrong with that except the actual jump itself. Eesh! Okay, we lost half our time. That's okay. We're still doing fine. We're coasting through. Everything's chill. At this point, we're on the last 5 levels already. Can you believe it? I don't know. Time still flies. Felt like just like 5 minutes ago I said we had 20 levels to go. On the 300th speedrun, 300th day since I started this fucking series. Final 3 levels. This is the third to last one. 2 levels to go. Holy shit, my arm is shaking so badly. Holy fuck, no way. This is the final level. Rainbow Run. We meet again. Here we go. Spiral, 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 spiral. As like my spiral into insanity in the last 300 days, we spiral up the case. With the final portal of Speedrun 4. We've done it. A PB on day 300, 3-second PB, literally 3.5 seconds for a 300 PB, day 300 PB. I can't believe it. I believe we had one little, yep, this level 9 right here. The furthest we ever drifted from PB was being 7/10 of a second behind. What a crazy fucking run. I went from being really unsure to being really iffy, but we did it. The day 300 PB, 300 days of speedrunning, 300 days since I started this series, 65 more days since we're on the 1-year milestone. And we finally end on 300 with a new PB, 18 minutes, 35 seconds, 961 milliseconds. Let's fucking go. I am ecstatic. Another submission to the no major skips category. Amazing. Alright, guys. Well, that'll be all. I hope you'll have a great Saturday, even greater Sunday tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see y'all then. Goodbye.